China's Loess Plateau restoration, one of the country's most ambitious environmental projects, transformed one of the most eroded landscapes on Earth into a model for ecological recovery. Spanning over 245,000 square miles across multiple provinces, the plateau had once been fertile but suffered from severe degradation due to centuries of deforestation, overgrazing, and unsustainable farming practices which stripped the land of vegetation, leading to extensive soil erosion. The resulting dust storms and siltation of the Yellow River severely impacted agriculture, urban centers, and public health, prompting the Chinese government to launch the Grain to Green project in 1999 with financial backing from the World Bank. The initiative aimed to reverse decades of damage by converting farmland into forests and grasslands, stabilizing the soil, improving water retention, and providing economic incentives to farmers who participated in the land restoration efforts. The program introduced bans on hillside farming, tree cutting, and uncontrolled grazing, while offering subsidies in grain and cash to those who shifted from traditional farming to sustainable practices, including growing fruit and nut orchards. Additionally, employment opportunities in tree planting programs help support rural communities. The authoritarian governance system of China allowed for the rapid implementation of these measures on an unprecedented scale, and by 2016, over 11,500 square miles of cropland had been converted to vegetation, increasing forest and grassland cover by 25% within a decade. Studies published in Nature Climate Change and other scientific journals confirmed that the project significantly reduced soil erosion, improved plant productivity, and restored biodiversity, with many bird species and other wildlife returning to the area. Local forestry workers such as Yan Rufeng reported that the ecosystem had begun regenerating naturally. However, the project was not without its challenges. Some farmers resisted the conversion of farmland into forests, fearing the impact on food production and long-term livelihoods. Grain yields initially declined, raising concerns about food security, though agricultural output later stabilized due to improved soil fertility and diversified farming techniques. Early reforestation efforts also relied heavily on monoculture plantations, which lacked biodiversity and created ecological imbalances, leading to a shift toward mixed species forests over time. Another unintended consequence was water scarcity. As tree cover expanded, it absorbed significant amounts of groundwater, reducing the flow of the Yellow River and raising concerns about water availability for human use and agriculture. Experts like Peter Bridgewater from the Australian National University pointed out that while revegetation improved the environment, an excessive increase in tree cover could disrupt the region's hydrological balance. The plateau, situated in a transition zone between arid and semi-humid climates, was already vulnerable to climatic changes, and precipitation patterns showed significant variation between 2000 and 2014. This highlighted the need for a more holistic, adaptive approach to landscape restoration that considered interconnected factors such as climate variability, hydrology, and sustainable land management. Bridgewater emphasized that restoration should not simply aim to recreate past ecosystems, but rather develop landscapes that provide essential ecosystem services for both nature and human communities. The Loess Plateau project demonstrated the effectiveness of large-scale ecological restoration, offering valuable lessons for future initiatives worldwide. Environmental rehabilitation must integrate food security considerations, involve local communities to ensure long-term sustainability, prioritize biodiversity over monoculture plantations, and adapt strategies to evolving climatic conditions. The transformation of the Loess Plateau stands as a testament to China's ability to execute vast environmental projects, but its long-term success will depend on continued monitoring and adaptive management. Former farmers like Lu Fushin, who once relied on cutting trees for firewood, found employment in reforestation efforts, demonstrating how ecological restoration can simultaneously improve livelihoods and environmental health. As climate change accelerates, the project underscores the importance of innovative, multi